My name is Meg Franz, and I'm a member of the class of 2020 here at Thomas Edison State University. I earned my master's degree in public service leadership with an emphasis in nonprofit management. I've also been working at the university for 12 and a half years, and I'm currently the director of Alumni and Donor Engagement. I'm also a trustee at Susquehanna University, which is my undergraduate alma mater, and I've been working in higher education since 2012. Higher education is essentially my life, and I'm passionate about what it has to offer to those who take advantage of it and what it can do for our society. But why me? Why am I doing this presentation today? Well, as a grad and a generally very busy person, time management is critical to my success. I've been in your shoes, and I hope I have a few tips that can help you out. So let's get started on some managing your time tips. Tonight, we're going to review 3 general areas. First, who can help you accomplish everything that you need to do? What is it that you need and want to do? And how will you get it all done? So first, who can help you? Do you live with family or friends that are invested in what you're trying to accomplish? Can they support your efforts by taking on some of the day-to-day activities? Is emotional support more important than practical support? And communication is so critical to get the people around you to help out with what you need to get done. There's lots of great things that the people in your life can help you do so that you can keep focused on your studies and the other important things in your life. Can you have somebody in your household, like a partner or friend, go grocery shopping for you or prepare dinner? Maybe your kids could empty the dishwasher or run a load of laundry. Can a friend or family member be a sounding board when you want to talk through an idea? And does anybody have a friend that wants to attend class as well? Having a study buddy can be really helpful. I know when I was doing my degree, my partner was very helpful when I had some questions about certain topics that he knew a lot more about than I did. So having those people around you for emotional and practical support is really, really important. You need to create your list of needs versus wants. We all have those really extra large to-do lists in every area of our lives, but we really have to think about what is it that we really need to do. So obviously, we probably have work that we need to do. We have school that we need to do. We have family we want to care for and be with. What else is in that list for you? And what tasks in your life do you want to do? Are your hobbies really important to you for stress relief? Are you involved with a civic club or a church that you give time to on a regular basis? These lists are what you decide that they need to be for you. Be realistic. This is a challenging time in your life, but a very rewarding one too. You have lots of great things to do and to accomplish to be successful. This is a unique chapter in your life. Streamline where you can, but still find fun things to do for your break time. And don't forget, things that were a priority last week may now be optional for the time being. But enjoy this time. Know that while you may have feelings that certain things are not getting done, you are accomplishing an amazing goal right now. So, how to get organized? There are 3 basic ways that you can use, tools that you can use to be organized. Paper calendars, digital calendars, spreadsheets. I personally use a paper calendar supported by an on-the-go digital calendar to keep me moving in the right direction. A spreadsheet can also be handy to help break tasks into smaller pieces. If you're thinking about a 10-page paper that you need to write for one of your classes, you might want to think about it in chunks. Don't try to tackle all of it at the same time. You need to do your research part, then maybe create an outline, then do your writing, and then do your editing and review before you turn it in by your deadline. Just some ways that you can visualize how to be organized. I'm sure you have many of these options at your fingertips, and it's just a matter of the one that you're most comfortable with gravitating towards. So some tips to get organized. You want to take a little bit of time to evaluate what you already do and how long it takes to do each thing. Maybe take a week or so and chart your efforts to understand how much time is needed to accomplish your tasks. Then use your paper calendar or digital system to build your next day, week, month, semester, year, whatever window of time it is that you feel like you need to tackle so that you can feel like you can see ahead the appropriate distance. When you build your schedule, make sure to always allow a little bit more time than you think you need to accomplish your tasks. And give yourself a break. And by that, I mean literally give yourself a break. Don't forget to build in some downtime where you can read your favorite novel or watch your favorite TV show or some other relaxing thing that's important to you. I always suggest spending a little bit of time to make a little bit of time. Again, create that overview of the window of time that is comfortable for you. I personally like to spend a little bit of time each Thursday evening to review the following 10 days. This way I can consider my personal and professional obligations, note which meals I need to make a menu plan for, create a grocery and other shopping list, and figure out how I want to tuck in all those needs and wants for the next week or so. This allows me to know when I need to hit the grocery store so that I can be prepared with appropriate meals for myself and my family. Know that having many ideas and goals is absolutely wonderful, but you definitely need to prioritize and know that you have something to look forward to later. You don't need to do everything right away, but definitely make sure that you want to, that you have the priorities in mind. But if you know that you want to go on a vacation or celebrate a special anniversary, maybe go to a concert or a sporting event, have those dates on a schedule so that you can look forward to that as a reward for all the hard work that you're putting in. A couple of quick tips that I like. I had a boss at a previous job that would set his mornings that they would be meeting free until 11 a.m. While not all of us have that luxury, it really set a great tone for our office because we knew that was a time for us to get our work done, concentrate on clearing the emails, things like that. Something else that I really like to do is I set a lot of alarms. When I know I have an appointment or I need to be someplace, I make sure to set an alarm an appropriate amount of time prior to being at whatever that appointment is, so that I have time to get myself put together and into the car and off to that location. Plus, then I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about it at the beginning of the day that, oh no, I have to go to XYZ thing at 5 p.m. I've set an alarm already for 5 o'clock. So then when that rings, I know that I need to get myself to the next place to do the next thing. Some general notes. Give yourself a break. And what I mean this time is give yourself a break. A lot of us want to be perfectionists, but you really need to just, take a break. It sometimes is really hard to accomplish the task of time management. So don't stress out about it and don't beat yourself up if you're not perfect about it. Break your projects into small pieces. As I noted before with the paper, you might want to break that into a number of chunks so you don't feel super overwhelmed about it. You can only eat an elephant one bite at a time. You can't do the whole thing all at one time. Change is hard, but once you have established your new pattern, you will find comfort. And don't forget to compartmentalize. Give yourself that time to put yourself behind a closed door to do your schoolwork. Give your job the time that it needs, and give your family the time that it needs, and whatever other category you feel is important in your life is a priority. Prepare for the unexpected. We had a bit of a day here at the office I'll tell you about. We had the computer systems decided it was not going to be our day starting at 2:30. So we had to figure out ways to make sure that we were still prepared to do our work today and to be able to greet all of you. But sometimes you're going to have a kiddo emergency or a family challenge or a work crisis. So try to always build in a little bit of time to work ahead on your projects that you need to do personally and professionally and with your schoolwork. And hopefully you can get those deadlines met a little bit early just to give yourself that peace of mind that if the power goes out, it's already been taken care of.
Meg, we did have a couple of great questions come in. Latoya had asked, she said her challenge is that she works full time and has others at home, and after dinner she loses the motivation to do the work she needs because she just doesn't have the energy to spend more time in front of a device. Any thoughts on how to stay motivated or maybe find ways to take breaks away from devices, things like that? We all struggle.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a really great question. Something I would recommend is, and I know this is hard too, but if you can start your day a little bit earlier and maybe jump on your schoolwork, give yourself an hour or 2 hours in the morning before you start work and before the other obligations of your household are upon you. That way you pay yourself first, which is a great way of just, you can do that with your finances too, but it's a great way to think about your studies is you're going to pay yourself first because then you're working towards accomplishing your goal and you're still going to have a lot of energy and creativity for the other things in your life like work and family. Oh, good for you making time for therapy, Lauren. That's wonderful. It's really important. Welcome to Ume. I hope I pronounced that right. New student here at the university. Welcome. Transfer student, excellent. I love this. You're coming from all walks of life, as we know the TESU community does. Yeah. Finding that time to be the mom, work. I know it's hard and it takes that sacrifice. And I wish I had the perfect solutions for you. And I hope some of these tips will help you just kind of try to figure out ways to compartmentalize and to really give yourself those deadlines. Like I like to set reminders and those alarms because it really helps me move on to that next thing. And sometimes you feel like you're not done with the previous thing, but sometimes you need to give yourself a break too and move on to that next topic and just run the load of laundry or, whatever it needs to be. So. Okay. Well, I don't see any other questions. Am I missing any here? I hope not. So if you think of other questions you'd like to ask me after today, please feel free to email me at alumni@tesu.edu. I'm always happy to answer questions. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about what alumni engagement is. And the reason I do that is because we welcome all students as soon as they become part of our community to be part of the alumni community. So anything we do for alumni is for you as a student as well. So a couple of things you might be interested in for networking and engagement purposes is to join our Facebook group. So facebook.com/groups/TESU alumni. We'd love to have you join us in there so you can network with your fellow students and alumni. And we also have a fun little 5K coming up that this will be our 5th year that we're doing our virtual 5K. And this is just an opportunity for you to show your spirit and exercise and do your 5 kilometers in any way, shape, or form that feels good for you. And that way you can, again, stay engaged with the institution and get a little exercise if you feel so moved. We'd love to have you join us for that.